Woo, let's go. Whoa, that was a bad start. Anyway, let's go. It is time, finally, for Apex Season 12, or as they like to call it now, just Season Defiance, because we're supposed to be giving up on numbers, so apart from last season where everyone just called it Season 11 anyway. But we have a new Battle Pass, and you know I love a Battle Pass, and this one is definitely up my street. I love kind of steampunky, biker stuff, kind of punk, kind of rock stuff, and I like the look of this Battle Pass. We're going to go through it quickly, but I'm going to explain how it's going to work as well. It's been a couple of changes. It definitely looks a lot better than previous Battle Passes, and the challenge system is slightly better as well. So I think you're overall going to get more money, more loot for your money, if you like, more cosmetics for your money. Of course, nothing is pay to win in Apex, but basically you can look at the About Battle Pass, and it was just explain that you complete challenges to level up your Battle Pass. There are some free rewards. There are also some premium rewards if you want to buy the Battle Pass, and that will include obviously the legendary reactive Hemlock skin at the end if you manage to complete all of the levels. Now, they do list all the items that you would get if you bought it, but actually it's not entirely true, because there's free items as well, and I believe, like all the other Battle Passes, once you get to a certain level, you will get pretty much all of the coins you put in back anyway. So it's we'll work that out as we go as well. But if you buy the whole Battle Pass, you're getting like 950 coins is what you would spend, and you would get 1,300 coins back. So already that's a plus over 1,000 crafting materials. So that's already kind of a win. And then of course there's all the packs that come with it. There is one guaranteed legendary pack, there's one guaranteed epic pack, one guaranteed rare pack. So that's always a good thing as well. And there's 2 legendary character skins for Seer and Loba. Interesting that they are getting the attention. This might even be, I think, the first Battle Pass that does not have a Wraith element to it. So there's no Wraith item. Like, what? There's always been, I'm sure there's always been, it's one of the most popular characters in the game for OGs and for new players. Yeah, that's going to be, I think it's a good thing. I mean, I'm not a Wraith main myself. I spent most of last season playing Crypto, actually, in preparation for this season. I also spent a lot of time playing Caustic as my previous main, so I'm kind of sad about the nerf to Caustic, but that'll be another video. Let's crack on with the Battle Pass. So straight off the bat, you're obviously getting a loading screen from the cinematic we saw when they did the trailer. So this is obviously the court room with Mad Maggie, where she knocks her own teeth out and spits it at the Commander Judge did. And then we have a pretty damn nice Ash skin. I mean, that's an epic. This is what epics should be. Like, I got really tired of just the recolors and just like the animated sort of color stuff. This is actually what we want from the epics. Like, not quite legendary, but something unique, like its own kind of theme. I think this is probably the most Ash skin. Actually, this is brilliant. This is brilliant already. And of course, Crypto, my boy, looking pretty badass. He's actually got a kill leader badge on there as well, I believe. If he lifts up his arm, it's kill leader. So, I mean, that's going to happen. That's pretty damn cool, especially with the buff as well. That's definitely going to be worth it. And of course, Lifeline.
Don't be so...
Really, she needs some love. She's not... Her bit rate can't be that good, and she's extremely viable, but she's just... I guess she's just not an aggressive character, so not a lot of people play her. But again, awesome, fantastic skin there. All sticking with the bike theme, and of course there's an EVA 8 skin as well, because shotguns. There is nothing more biker than a shotgun, and it's literally got a tire as the mag. Look at that. That's pretty damn cool. That's pretty damn cool. I think actually that between that and the car SMG, that's gonna be pretty damn special. And of course you get an XP booster as well as always. I'm actually kicking off. Usually they would kick off with like a legendary pack as level 2, but this time you've got that emote, which I believe is from that's not from the trailer. No, it might be. Anyway, this is the flip off epic. Yeah, it is. It's the one from the trailer possibly. And yeah, it's pretty good. So actually, because what would happen is you'd unlock the character Mad Maggie, which we'll do in a sec, and then you wouldn't have a skydive emote. And it was kind of depressing jumping into the game and not being able to do that, being, oh, I can't do anything. Oh man. They've done that, which is really nice.
Don't be.
And of course the guaranteed legendary straight off, so that's great. And then the music pack as well that comes with that. And of course we get some crafting materials, starting off with 120. And then we have some coins, so either way you're getting 100 coins. So level 5 you'd actually get 200 coins back already if you bought the premium one. So that's a bit new as well. They're not normally in the same slot, so they're trying to increase the early value for money on the battle pass, which is a nice change for Respawn and EA actually. And there's also a rare pack there as well. Kill Crypto, of course, and then a really cool bat style. Yeah, bat. Oh man, just take a moment right now. By the way, big out respect, huge condolences for the family of Meatloaf, and obviously may he rest in peace, or rest in rock, and rock in peace. Meatloaf, bat out of hell, my friend. You will be a bat out of hell. He was a bat off the face of this earth. He did, considering a man like what he was, his life and stuff. He lived really well into his like 70s and stuff. He did amazing. He was very underappreciated by our generation. I think he was absolute god of rock. Very sad for him to sadly pass away earlier this year. So big respect to him, and I love this charm as well. One of the few gun charms I actually really like, and especially as I'm going to be a bit of a crypto main this season. I kind of have to do this battle pass just for that alone. And then move on to not bad, a nice rare. To be fair, as a rare skin, pretty good. Nice little coloring. It's kind of got like a Revenant head theme to it. So I don't know if Revenant is going to start rocking the 30-30 repeater now and be a bit more of a ranged character. And of course we have the Always Watching Devotion, which is, yeah, it's pretty cool. A rare again, but again the skins look more what they should be, between what should be a rare and what should be an epic skin. And that's something that they kind of slacked on recently. Really good to see that. Of course the theme, everyone's a biker, so everyone has a biker banner. So this is Crypto's. Last season it was this weird kind of tribal, cybernetic, tribal mask thing that every character had. And there were like 3 elements to each theme as well. So there was like a charm with the helmet, there was a banner, and there was a skin. So it looks like they're going for the same sort of thing for this season. I imagine that's going to continue for following seasons going forward. And of course we get lots of trackers that have special skins on the trackers. So they're not just trackers anymore. They actually have seasonal themed backgrounds on the trackers, which makes it a lot more worth it. So that's the first kind of 15 levels, or 13. You obviously get the Hollow Spray, which is a free epic Hollow Spray. Can't complain about that. More crafting materials. I think crafting materials are going to be almost every 10 levels, by the looks of it as well. And of course we get another look at a Lombo skin. We haven't seen that in a while. There hasn't been a really awesome Lombo skin for quite a while, and we get a rare in this one. So, and considering that's going into the care package. Well, I'll do patch notes in another video, but that's going in, not care package, sorry, into the crafter. That will be something you'll be guaranteed to pick up, so it might be worth having a decent Lombo skin these days. Mozambique always gets a skin, so I'm not complaining about that. It looks good. Chains, kind of tire marking, yeah. And then the alternator back on the ground loot, so you'll be able to use this. It looks like a bit of a recolor of another skin, if I'm honest. I'm a bit dubious about that one, especially as a premium skin as well. You'd actually have to pay to get. But, I could be wrong. And then we've obviously got, we'll see is kind of understated, but high-tech future, high-wealth skin as well as the... Actually, it looks good with that skin. I might just stick with that. That is sick. Another red pack, and then there's Sears Hollow. So they've gone for like a Hollow Spray plus bike banner plus skin as the theme this time around, as opposed to gun charm maybe. Unless there's a Sear gun charm back here. Is that meant to be like a Sear gun charm? Not really. It's just a geared. It could be, maybe. It's got a skull on it. Who cares? And then again, back on the... Yo, there's the other coins, 21. So we need to count this up. So we got like 300 coins by the time we get to level 21. And the RE45, which is a matching skin to the alternator. So the RE45 gets pretty much the same skin the alternator got, but for free. So, you know, big up for the RE45. Hammer point. And actually, we're doing the same for the triple tick there, but you got loads of trackers. So, early 20s, kind of boring, but you do get the legendary Seer. There it is. High ace. Ace is high. Yeah, not bad. Cowboy kind of look. I'm not sure it fits that well with the banner, because the banner's very, very futuristic. This is kind of future cowboy. So, that, I don't know if that really works. But, you know, legendary for Seer. Definitely overdue. As a previous, like one of the newest characters, absolutely overdue for a new legendary. And then the L-Star gets the treatment as well. Actually looks pretty good like that. Looks pretty good. I mean, it's kind of basic for the bottom half. I know it's a rare, but they could have done a bit more with the bottom half with the stock there, maybe. And then with the triple take, getting a similar skin to the alternating RE45. So there's definitely that theme pulling through with chains. It's full biker chain, and actually it's a really clean skin. Actually, if you had that just on iron sights, that actually wouldn't look too bad. That actually wouldn't look too bad at all. You could use that, be very, very usable skin, and you have up to, I think it's 400 Apex coins now at level 29. And then we have oh, that's a sick hollow spray from Ash, very clutter as well. You could definitely use that to try and obscure some vision, because you've got all the colours.
Only once have I
quite wide as well. I know that's something people might have started to use, is you can throw down your hollow spray and kind of crouch behind it in like a doorway or something. It makes it harder to see you from range. I mean, it's kind of this, you're behind the thing, but people don't really see it.
Only once have I failed to kill the target.
Hollow spray to Ash kill quick.
Only once have I failed to kill the target. Never again.
The pack! Yay! Rare pack! 100% rare, guaranteed. Always a good thing. Always a good thing. And then with the dice, oh, there always had to be dice. There had to be dice. And of course, it's a gun charm. And then, wow, check out the rare R99. Black and yellow. That could almost be an epic. I mean, because they've just slapped the skin onto the base model, it can't be an epic. But, I mean, it almost could be. Like a little tweak. Or just something, one little sort of extra thing to it. That could potentially be an epic. That's a really nice R99 skin. For a rare especially. And then we have Ash on a sort of, I wouldn't say that's a Harley. More like a Triumph. I like that. That's kind of cool. Maybe like a chopper. Almost like a chopper. So yeah, that works. And I think with her skin that you get at the beginning as well, definitely going to look cool. And then they're sticking with this blue and this red kind of yellow, no, red blue kind of hollow spray theme for all of the sprays. So we go back to the Ash one quickly. Again, it's red, blue, and then the Horizon one, again, red and blue. So they're sticking with that theme for the hollow sprays. So I don't know if that will change, but I guess they're going for like a comic effect with the writing. Like it's a little bit Marvel, but obviously they can't be Marvel because they'd have to pay a ton of money to Disney for that. Sentinel gets a sniper skin on the rare. Again, the Sentinel's kind of dropped off the map a little bit because I guess like the lack of ammo, the lack of magazine size, the really long reload, and then it got taken out of the game for a little while because of the bug and the glitch that people were using. So I'm surprised that didn't get any kind of buff or change when it came back like they did to the Rampage. I think it definitely needs a little bit of buff just to the mag size would be great. Would be great. Oh yeah, of course we get a Wingman. Typical kind of Wingman style skin. Yeah, not too bad. Lifeline
Better to have friends
at your rifle as well. So you've got, I mean, they're both rares. So there's a lot of rares, but that's not a terrible thing because there's also a lot of epics. They're just not gun skins, they're character stuff. So a lot of the epic stuff throughout this battle pass does appear to be very character focused. So bearing in mind this is a first-person shooter, where really it's the gun skins that you're going to see more than the character skins, unless you're doing a ton of emotes, basically. Or you're just looking at your friends a lot. Oh, Lifeline and Octane both get some really cool hollow sprays that match. So matching hollow sprays for Octane and Lifeline. So they're really trying to push the Octane Lifeline duo meta. And that could definitely work, because you've got super aggressive guy who hurts himself a lot. And then this kind of like supportive healer as well, so who then also provides loot and can be rotated by Octane's jump pad. So that would work as a duo. They're definitely trying to encourage that. And we go back, and I think that's 500 coins now as well at level 45. Oh yeah, into the sort of 46 to 53, we've got more crafting materials and a new loading screen again from the trailer. And then there's the Loba legendary skin, breaking the law. Anyone like Judas Priest out there? We have a really nice skin actually, and they've gone for this kind of, their hairstyle is pretty fire. That's a damn nice hairstyle. Like, I think people should rock that in real life. Go for the threads. Go for the kind of, anyone thinking like if Kate Yeager did this, that would be pretty damn cool. Like, it's pretty much kind of that. There's a nice jacket, the crop. Yeah. And the cane doesn't really change. The cane's always going to remain the same, I think. They wouldn't bother doing much to the wolf cane. No one cares about that, let's be honest. But, I mean, yeah, damn nice. Damn nice biker skin for the legendary. Definitely legendary worthy. And the Octane, actually, that's pretty nice for a rare Octane as well. One of the better rares I've seen of late. Does look a bit Beach Boy. Does look a little bit Beach Boy. Maybe left over from previous Battle Pass, but not complaining. And the Flatty! I love the Flatty. That is a nice rare. The Flatline base model already looks really good. So all of the rares end up looking actually really nice. I think it's because of that kind of wiring on the sides that kind of sticks out a little bit. And then obviously then the shape of the mag, the banana mag, and then just the general kind of like the slimness with that still, but with little bits sticking out. So the Flatline is a good looking gun anyway, so all the rares look really, really good. It's a shame it's been nerfed, and again we'll cover that later. I have a huge Flatline. I always use the Flatline. It's going to be a tough season for me. All you Flatline mains out there, I feel the pain is on one of them, and it's going to be a tough season, but at least you're pretty much guaranteed a Flatline off drop as long as you go for a crafter. So that's kind of nice. Then Loba gets a kill quick. The R301s, of course, with the Flatline being nerfed, the R301 is going to be even more just dominant. Absolutely dominant. Because the Havoc without the turbocharger, just unless you know what you're doing, unless you're well practiced in powering up that charge and basically pre-firing every single fight, you're just not gonna win with a Havoc versus like an R301, just because the sheer like lack of recoil and the speed of the thing. So yeah, prepared to be seeing a ton of R3. We'll go back to the R301 meta. That will be happening. It's a shame. I'm still going to push the Flatline. I might try using the Havoc more because the golds drop this season is a turbocharged, fully kitted Havoc. So that's there. At least that is an option. And then Loba gets okay, so like a rimless bike kind of thing that looks definitely much more like a futuristic Triumph. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Like the Phantom Wheel thing. I reckon, yeah, she could use that. And she also gets a hollow spray, so all the Loba stuff kind of comes together from like their level 50s. It's all Loba. It's all about Loba. Even the P2020 is in there, and it still looks very Loba. So they've really given Loba incredible kind of thematic collection of stuff in the Battle Pass this time. And then we get some more coins. I believe that makes it, is that 600 at level 60? We'll just put you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, level 61, you have 600 Battle Pass Apex coins.
Looks like
already.
I pulled a fast one on you, amigo.
And we get a pack again, good. And then the Mastiff. So there's gonna be a lot of shotgun skins. Yep, there's the Peacekeeper up there as well. So the PK and the Mastiff get very similar skins. Actually, the Mastiff looks pretty aggressive. This is going to be a shotgun meta. So, as if it wasn't already meta to run an assault rifle and a shotgun, they've just gone full on like, yeah, you know what, people? If that's what you want to play, that's what's going to be meta this season. Let's go for it. Let's go. So, at least they're kind of trying to work with the community on that one. And actually, with the Flatline losing 1 damage per bullet, I believe the Hemlock becomes the highest damage per bullet, I think. Which is going to be very, very interesting to see, especially as it is the reactive skin for this Battle Pass we'll look at the end of this Battle Pass. But the Hemlock could be a bit of a dark horse on this. If it had the buff that it used to have to the single fire, or it had the anvil receiver on it, it would be just a serious contender for the G7, for example.
Looks like
it's something I would like to see in the future, actually, because the Hemlock is a very interesting, skillful gun. So we're at 700 at level 69 on the coin count. And we go into the Prowler got a reactive skin last season. So it's surprising to see it get another skin this season when we only just got the reactive skin in the last one. So you're not going to run this rare skin if you got the Battle Pass skin last time. So that's kind of a bit of a waste. It's not a terrible skin. It could be better. But I'm not, especially as a premium. I don't agree with that. But there we go. You do get some nice banners though. So Maggie's banner, there it is. Cool looking bike with like a big chunky body to it. And then Pathfinder gets randomly Pathfinder banner thrown in. Because there's no Wraith, but obviously Pathfinder being the other incredibly popular character. Looks really cool. And he gets like a trike. He gets a trike. But I wonder if we find out... I mean, even his bike has got a Pathfinder eye to it as well. I don't know if we are still going to find out more about his potential child, as we found out previously. And then Caustic gets an emote. And this is something that should have happened a long time ago. Using his Caustic barrel as a punch. That is a great Caustic emote. I don't know if that makes up for the nerf, but it definitely helps. It definitely helps. And like 800 coins and 77, I think. And then we have the G7. We were just talking about the Hemlock competing with the G7. Obviously, the G7 is still in the care package. So, you're not going to see this too often. It's going to look great when you do find it. So, we cannot complain too much. And we get a gun shot, which is like a knuckle... Oh, it's like an emo belt grenade. Cool. I'll take that. I remember those days. Everyone else used to wear that as a belt, and bits would fall off. So it would look even cooler because bits were feeling so it was like as broken as you were. That's what I know. That should have studs missing from it. That looks too perfect to be wearing that belt. I'm sorry. But I like it. It's there. It's cool. The Havoc. So we were just talking about the assault rifle meta. The Havoc skins. I don't know if it's just because of the shape of the gun or that beam down the middle, but it kind of... It doesn't quite work with a lot of the skins because of that. So, yeah. It's just a weird looking gun. It is a weird looking gun. And unfortunately, I mean, I'm sure the legendaries will look great, but the rares just don't quite live up to it because of the way it's shaped, because of the base model. Unlike the Flatline, which has a really fantastic base model, and so all of the rares look good. The Havoc has a kind of not that great base model, so the rares don't look as good. But it's hopefully, you might see it more often now, but I wonder if, because we used to have the turbocharger in the crafter sort of every couple of weeks. I don't know if that'll still be a thing when the gold pickup is now a Havoc, like fully equipped turbocharged Havoc. So I wonder if that will change that, because the crafter's obviously changed with the introduction to Flatline and the longbow. And that's the point. Is that crafter also going to still have the 3 scope or the 2 scope and a 2 to 4 scope at the same time that the Flatline or the longbow is in there? That could be a big game changer as we get our epic pack as well, level 83, and the absolute literal fire car SMG. That is one. I mean, between that and the Eva 8 skin you get at the beginning, I love that. Skulls, fire, yes. This is what this battle pass should be about. And they've even done the grip tape on the grip as well, which is pretty cool. That's pretty damn cool. We get another 800 coins, I believe now, nearly. So, and then there's the other 100 there, 89. So yeah, usually when you get into the 90s, that's when you've earned enough Apex coins. So if you get to level 93, I think, then you can then buy the battle pass and you'll get everything back. So that's when it's worth. So I would suggest grinding to 93, then buy it. Enjoy all of the skins you get at once, and that will look really awesome. That'll look really awesome. You get packs as well. You get a ton of packs as well. That'd be cool. Biker Engine Charm, of course, and the Vault, which is going into the care package. And it's getting a little bit of a buff. It's getting 2 extra damage, increased mag, as you'd expect. I don't think they needed to do much more to that. It's never had a hop up, so that's not going to be a thing. It's just going to be a buffed Vault. A bit like, I guess it's going to be a bit like having the alternator, but with a bigger mag, I suppose. So that'd be interesting to see if it's as devastating as the alternator with disruptor rounds was last season. Because it's a very popular gun, the recoil is really easy to manage. That's why it was a much more manageable gun than the R99 and possibly the car SMG. So now it's in the care package. I think that'd be quite fitting, but that does also mean we now only have the Havoc, the Devotion, and the Triple Take as energy ground loot, which means energy ammo is going to be really sparse. So again, the Havoc it might die a little bit this season because there's hardly any energy ammo on the ground, and there's no point using that or the Devotion without the turbocharger. Plus the Triple Take got nerfed as well, so the energy weapon meta this season, unfortunately, that's taken quite a big hit. And of course we have a Octane banner. He gets his bike, which I think that should have more prosthetics on it. It should be like him, but there we go. It should be like, I don't know, it's a dirt bike, that definitely works, and with my skin there actually looks pretty damn awesome. So yeah, and then you get your old coins, loading screen. That's a weird loading screen to have. I know it's from the cinematic, from the trailer, but it's got that weird Lifeline face. What have they done to Lifeline's face? She's changed massively over the seasons, and she looks a little bit Play-Doh. Just gonna put that out there.
I give as many crepes as prisoners I take.
This is from the cinematic, actually, isn't it? That's pretty cool. So, what does she throw into it? Hold on. She throws out her ult, basically, and then she throws in some knives. Yeah, she has maybe. And then is that an axe at the end? Was that an axe? Knife. Yeah, axe. Oh, wow. So, possibly maybe a hint there. And a future heirloom, but it might be a knife. She also uses an axe. Could be an option. We've not seen. I mean, we've had Bloodhound has an axe. Gibraltar has an axe. Like a tomahawk size axe. Will Maggie also get an axe as her heirloom? That remains to be seen.
You did good.
Along with the Maggie one.
I just did.
Of course, because
I give as
a
many
bunch of this lore this season
you did good.
is going to
I just did
include
gooder.
the Fuse reaction to Maggie's lore as well. And we haven't seen much of the Fuse lore since he came in. So that will be definitely interesting to see. That'd be pretty cool. It'd be nice to see a bit more lore. They seem to sort of jump between lore. Like, now Crypto's got a buff and he's hopefully getting an heirloom. Maybe we can finally pick off where that left off, where he learns like his sister was being held captive and that somebody is watching him in the games. We still don't actually know who is watching Crypto. So hopefully that will come to light, especially when we get the Crypto Collection event heirloom, hopefully this season. And then we finish off with some more. You're getting a lot of coins. I think it was 1,300 Apex coins in total. And of course, the Pathfinder kind of. Actually, I kind of like that. It's kind of, yeah, kind of very anime. Kind of. Oh, what's the anime? Oh, God. Anyone remembers the one where it's a lot of like bladers, and it's like gangs of bladers? It's like airblading or something. No. And it was all the roller skaters, gangs that kind of compete against each other in arenas and different tricks and stuff. And there was one that the main character was like this guy who was trying to learn to fly pretty much. I'm gonna have to look that up. If anyone knows what that anime is, put it down because it's a classic. It's awesome. It's like chain range. The song, like the intro song, was doing like chains and stuff. And he had like this character Akito was my favorite. Akito Agito. He had this eye patch that flipped to either side. What is that anime? That's what it reminds me of. The tags they put on the wall for their gang to challenge another gang. I missed that. I need to watch that again. And then it's the Maggie from the cinematic. And a Bochek skin! Yes! I know it got nerfed, but yes, finally. Finally, an absolute fire-looking Bochek skin. That's what we want. I want that. I now have a reason to grind this battle pass. If there wasn't one already. But I really like the Bochek as a weapon. It's unique. It's got great range and ability. Now they've changed the shadow caps, so it's automatic on the hip fire. Because, I mean, it was okay hip fire. It was kind of like a really don't know, really slow G7, I guess. But yeah, cool. Okay, so that's worth grinding for. And then we have a Bloodhound emote with the weird kind of Kuriki knife and then the normal hunting knife. He has so many knives, and he's got an axe. Like, what's going on with that? And it's very similar to what the knife Maggie was using in her skydive emote, actually, as well as I think the second knife she throws. So knife theme coming back strong. And of course you get your coins, you get a badge for completing the battle pass, and you get the 2 reactive skins. So level 100 is just a straight up gold and black leather bound Hemlock. So the Hemlock actually has some really amazing, fantastic, legendary skins already. So this Gentleman Baller, as it's called, is kind of understated. It's got a massive kind of laser sight barrel on it. I don't know what this will look like as, I mean, the iron sights aren't any different. I don't know how this is going to look. It's not that exciting, is it? It's very understated. It's kind of nice. And obviously the reactive part, I believe, is just this front kind of barrel part. That just starts to kind of rumble and flicker. It's not as reactive as, say, like the PK was, or the Devotion. So, it's okay. It's okay, but then there's also the 110 reactive skin, which is this full-on red, angry scream machine. This is a bit better. I'm not a fan of red, but this is the better of the 2 out of sheer kind of detail and quality and effort they've put in with the extra white kind of wing stuff, the kind of gold exhaust pipes. This looks more like a bike than this one does. This one looks, I don't know. They've tried to make it look like a motorbike. I see what they did there. It's got exhaust pipes, but they're kind of brass. They're not really gold or anything. I don't know if they also react. Maybe they also have a reactive part, because they're kind of glowing a little bit with flames. Maybe they react as well. Maybe. Does it say? Does it show a little bit there? Doesn't really. Usually, it might give us a preview. Come on, give us the preview. So we've got this like electric thing. Oh yeah, no, they all flick. So they all flicker. That's kind of it. So it's more like an overheating engine, I guess. But that is the Apex Defiance Battle Pass. If you want to grind this Battle Pass, I have some great tips. And if you like it, then give me a like. And if you're subscribed, you'll see the other stuff as well that I'm going to be putting up very soon. Or check out my other channel for Splitgate stuff if you're interested in that for something. It's a bit of a break from Apex, which we all need sometimes. But let's take a look at some of the challenges. So as usual, you've got your dailies. There's also launch control, which is some extra challenges for the first 2 weeks. So the first 2 weeks of the season, you're going to get loads of extra stuff, but it's only worth 1 star each. But I think there's more coming as it goes on. It's more to get people playing the new mode to play Control. But at least it's like 6 extra stars. So just over halfway of getting your first Battle Pass level, I guess. And I think there's loads of different tiers to it, actually. So if there's 3 per one, if you completed every single challenge in all 3 tiers over every single challenge, that would be 18 stars in the first 2 weeks. So that's almost 2 levels extra that you can get this season. So that's kind of good. Dailies, they've been massive. They've been nerfed a little bit. It's now 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Oh no, that's the same as before. That hasn't changed. So make sure you do your dailies, because they'll make you play a different character every time. And that's kind of what I did last season. And because the challenges tend to have loads of different legends. For example, for this one is plus 10 stars. My first one's to play Maggie twice. So, but there's also Drabolt and Rampart, but that will repeat. There'll be other ones, and then later on there might be like a Rampart Pathfinder Seer one, where actually if I just did Rampart, I'd get 2 challenges done in one go, and potentially 20 stars for completing effectively 1 challenge. So don't go nuts on the legend ones straight off the bat. Those are the ones you want to kind of save up, and then when you start seeing lots of repeats of the same legend in that challenge, that's when you do it, and it will take you much less effort to get more stars, if you know what I mean. So it's much more economical, much more efficient. Same with the guns a little bit, because you'll get hip fire, so you might pick a weapon that's more hip fire thingy, because that works with light machine guns, I guess, the hip fire one. But then there's headshot challenges, there's obviously neutral care packages looting as well. So don't go nuts on challenges early on, focus on the dailies, and especially for this season, focus on those launch control ones early on, and then maybe 4 weeks in, then go for a hard grind on weeklies based on which weapons it tells you and which ones kind of crop up quite often. So I've got pistols and light machine guns. That's definitely going to be a repeat at some stage, or there'll be other the lower tier challenges that also require weapons that are also pistols or light machine guns, for example. Especially if it's like a care package weapon one, because then I could go like Spitfire, and that would also be that one, and get loads of stars that way. So there's my big tips this season for the Battle Pass. If you're going to grind, like, comment down below. I'm definitely going to grind this one. I love the sound of it. I love the look at it. I've also got the Splitgate one to grind. I'm going to get absolutely no work done at uni. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let's all grow strong, learn fast, and always be kind.